Alrighty guys, let's get in here and let's see what it takes to fix this issue. We got that noise coming from under the hood. We threw a belt that we just changed not too long ago. Those belts should not go that quickly. Obviously there's an issue. So let's dig in here and find out what the issue is. And let's just fix whatever could possibly be the problem. And let's just do this. Okay, so let's go ahead and diagnose, check things out, see what's going on. And hey, 4th of July too. So by the way, happy late 4th of July. I've been so busy, this is not going to come out in enough time. But let's do a little cooking too. Let's do some grilling in here. Let's have a little bit of fun with this. So let's grub, let's fix vehicles, and let's see what's going on. Ready? Jump on in here, check out the video. You're going to love this. First, you can see I do have the belt on, so I can't tell which idler pulley is going to be bad due to the fact that the belt is on. I'm thinking if we got, well, let's see, got this one here. This might be the one, the pulley that's bad. I'm hoping it is. It's the easiest one to get to. So what do we got there? About a 1/2 inch nut. The only issue is there is no wear on that outside of that pulley to match the wear on that belt. So it's got to be the tensioner pulley. It ain't supposed to sound this way. I just hope I don't throw the belt while I'm diagnosing it, because I don't want to buy another one. That's a brand new belt I got on there. So let's see what comes up. So now it seems to be sounding normal. belt off if I get a helper to hold the tensioner open. I'll take that off. I'm wondering if that might be a tensioner pulley down below. That's bad. But the eyelet pulleys are known to go bad on these 5.4 liters. Take it for a spin and see what it does. Yeah, you can definitely hear it out here. It's leaking? Not much. Let's see, let's take it around the block. Squeaky's going on in here. Sounding normal so far. So far, everything sounds normal. Everything feels normal. feels fine. Let's do something here. See something. Let's give this girl a bath. She needs a bath. So let's give her a quick little bath. I wish I had a tripod to set this up, but let's just do this. Okay, bath is done. We got her all washed down, rinsed in that cheapo fake wax that wears off in about 10 minutes. But she's all washed down. No leaks are underneath. So let's take her home and let's see. The local wildlife. Right there. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-point buck. Baby. Right there. Let's see. Oh yeah, that Iowa Pulley's going back. Just shut her down before it throws that belt. Well, I can smell the rubber on the belt. Yeah, I can smell it. Not bad, but I do smell the rubber. And you can see it on the belt if you look closely. Look at that. See the wear mark in the middle? Right there in the middle. That's what's going to eat that belt. That idler pulley right there. So we're going to order that, change that out, and see what happens. See if she's leaking any. No, she's not leaking anything. That's good. That's real good. So we're just going to order the idler pulley. We're not going to do that job today. We're going to order the idler pulley. And I'm doing the office up a little design on here. I'm going to put bracing all around this thing to make it look cool on black. That's what I'm doing in the office. And out here, I'm getting this pretty much settled in, getting things lined up. Got a lot of stuff left to do. That's where the workbench is going to go. But we got all this pretty much going through, getting a lot of stuff. I got that window covered up the way I wanted to cover it up with drywall and that piece of wood. My ducting going up for my AC into the office. Fridge is over here, of course, because it used to be over there. That pegboard there is going to go up over there on that wall. And then I got the lighting over there. That's going to be shelving between the fridge and that door. And this is where we're at right now. That black toolbox down there is going to go on top there like it was in the other place. We'll need that light on over there, so we turn that one off. I got my paint pan hanging up there. But since it is, there's some more lumber, more lumber, more lumber. This is the 4th of July. Hey, Shagum. It's Shagum's birthday today. Happy birthday, Shagums. What are you, 4 or 5, something like that? Happy birthday. Good girl. And of course, since it is the 4th of July, of July, Independence Day. We got some grub going on the grill. We're gonna have corn as well. We got it cooking right now. Barbecue ribs, not barbecue ribs. Bacon potatoes. Okay, so that is where we are at right now. And we still got a lot of stuff out here to go through. I put the boys' bikes over there, and I put that little brace there for the AC unit. Pretty cool. I just slapped it together. Keep the AC in there. It's all sealed up too, but that's keeping the AC in there nice. One of the only 2 places that have AC. My bedroom and my garage. Okay. Got that going. I want to move those taters off of there and get the flame up higher and get the heat up more. Actually, I'm going to leave it go for now and see where the heat goes. Leave that stack open. Oh wow, the bolt came off of that. The bolt's missing. In the move, the bolt's missing. I'll have to get a nut on there. The nut, I should say. And we got the flute wide open down there. So let's see what the temperature gets up to. It was at 410, which is where I like it. Let's see where it goes up to. And we'll be back. And there's Lana's. Hey Lana. What you doing, Bubs? Hi Lana. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, good Lana. She loves the sketches under the chin. Right on the neck. Alright, good girl. Okay. Don't worry, those potatoes look black only because the flames were up high and they got a little soot. That's it. But they are good to go. Okay. And there's the non-barbecue ribs. Right there. Right there. I got butter in that tater cooking in. Okay. And then the barbecue ribs right there. And corn that's got butter cooked into it. Okay, so that's going to be the 4th of July dinner. 2023. Well, let's open this up and have a look. Here we go. There we go. That'll make a great thumbnail. And here's the finished product of the grilled corn ribs and glistening potato. Look at that glisten. And buttery corn. Look at that butter on there. And the shiny, moist ribs. That's right. Happy Independence Day, everybody. Now back to automotive stuff. Alrighty, I got the parts in from Rock Auto, and I love my nice little new magnet that I got there, Rock Auto. Although not too keen on the car, don't like the car, not my style. But I haven't checked to see if they're the right parts yet or not. I'll be doing that tomorrow. But here is the power steering pressure hose. Okay. And note that it does say Motorcraft. I could have got that hose for what? I think it was $9. I think I could have got the hose for $9. Some Chinese line, I get $9. I get $9, make me holla. Yeah, make me holla when it blow out again. But this one here, I think this is like $43 for the Motorcraft. But it's my wife's vehicle, so we're going with the best parts. And then I had to do the idler pulley. The idler pulley's bad on it, so I'm going to have to change that out. And of course, if we flip it over, you see it is Motorcraft, original OEM, for the idler pulley. And I figured while I'm in there doing the idler pulley, I might as well do the tensioner pulley as well. It's only 3 freaking bolts, okay? So, I decided to go with Motorcraft. So we're going to be good. Go ahead and we're going to be doing the idler pulley, the tensioner pulley, and I'm going to hold off on that power steering line because right now it's not leaking. And I don't understand. It was pouring out, dripping, and now it's not leaking. So it ain't leaking. I ain't changing it. So we're going to keep this. What does that say there? It says Ford. Okay, and of course they all came from Rock Auto. So we're going to go ahead and get all that stuff done. And that video, I guess that's going to be this video. I've been doing things for days of what I'm about to be doing, and I haven't put the video together yet. So I guess it's going to be this video that I'm going to be doing this stuff in, or at least that and that. That's going to wait, because one of the things that worked well was, well, I don't know where it is now, because I still haven't gotten this garage organized. It's not with my fluids. So I got stuff all over the place in here right now. Extension cords. Got some of that stuff over there. You know, I got lumber and drywall and everything laying all over the place in here. But what worked well was the Lucas power steering stop leak that I had put in there. So it's currently not leaking. So I'm not going to change that. We will hang on to that. We're going to keep that in our parts, since it is brand new. And then we're going to change that and change that. And I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. Alright, we are now in here. We're going to change out that idler pulley. Let me get a screwdriver. Right there. I'm going to change that out. And we're also going to change out right here our tensioner pulley from there over. Should just be the 3 bolts. 1, 2, and then 1 down there. 3. Okay. We'll get those changed out. First we got to get that belt off. You see how it's dark in the center and light on both sides? That idler pulley, I do believe, is bad. So we're going to pull that off because it looks like it's wobbling. Idler pulley wobbling, which is wearing the center of that belt. And then you can hear the you hear that wobbling, and then you can smell the rubber off of that belt. So that's what blew that last belt. I know I changed it and it should have still been good for a long time, but the idler pulley went bad and burned through the belt. So we're going to go ahead and change that out, and we're going to change the other one out down there as well. So let's get to this. Alright, the first thing we're going to want to do, we want to get down in here and take that belt off. So get this. Wonder if that'll go up there and stay. Okay. We're going to get our serpentine belt tool out. I find this thing so much easier to use than a breaker bar. Although it's tougher to get out of the container. Okay. First, I'm going to put this down on first. This here is the attachment part that goes into the tensioner. And that part gets attached onto here. So we'll put this on first so we can get the right angle on this. I should say the proper angle, because the right angle would be 90 degrees. And if that's a right angle is the proper angle, well then the proper angle would be the right angle. Let's see what angle we're on here. There we go. And let's take this watch off. And if I ask, where's my watch? You set it on the black toolbox, okay? Oh, I got this cord in my way. Okay, so let's see what we just did. We just pulled the belt off the top of the alternator. That's all we just did. Okay, and as you can see how that goes in down there. Here's the tool. You can follow it down, and it goes right in on the idler pulley. There's a notch in it. It's a goes right in there. That's barely in there. That's why I didn't want that to slip. Right there. I was worried about that slipping out. trying to get that in all the way. That's normal to get, I can get it in all the way, but this bracket right here, when that's in all the way, this handle is over farther and hits that bracket. So I tried to do it that way without having it in all the way and succeeded. So now let's go ahead and get that idler pulley off. First, let's see something here. Hear it? Sounds a little rough to me. So let's pull that off of there. Okay, so far what we did, I pulled the hose off here, there, so I can get leverage, and I pulled the bracket off here, which is this bracket here. Okay, because the angle, it's wanting to strip that nut off of there. I can't have that. I can't strip. I'm using a 13 6-point and it's still wanting to strip. So let's see if we can get this. Here's a new one. As I spin this one, it doesn't make any noise whatsoever. So we're going to pop this one on down there. Okay, goes right there. And first we're going to take that off before we put this idler pulley on. Now that is one 13mm bolt. Had to use a little persuasion, but way easier taking the hose and that bracket off. Bracket goes right there. The hose, that hose goes right there. And it's a simple clamp. That clamp, you just squeeze it together with a pair of 10 lucks. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get that taken off of there. Our tensioner pulley, which looks to be like 3 10mm bolts to me. So what do they look like to you? I can't even get you down in there. Right there. There's one. Looks like two. And then there's a third one right there. So let's put 10mm on. See what we got. Well, it looks like it might have been both. Look at this. Bearings are missing. And listen to this. Hold on. That right there. And the other one made some noise too, so that might still be a decent idler pulley. I'm going to keep that for backup. But we got bearings missing in here. Our tensioner pulley. Aha. Wore out. So I got it off there. And I'm going to clean that up a little bit too. So let's clean that up a bit. And I'll show you what the other tensioner pulley looks like. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to change that power steering line anyway. It is leaking like a sieve right now. You can see it dripping. I ain't doing that today because I have to pull it out of here. Because if I run into problems on it and have to stop, I won't be able to fire it up and pull it out of here, and the garage door has to stay open. So I have to pull it out to do it. But I got the tensioner pulley on. Now I just got to put the idler pulley on and then put the belt back up, and we'll be good to go. So the tensioner pulley's back on. Now let's go ahead and put the idler pulley back on. There's the tensioner pulley back on. Idler pulley's going there. Let's do this. Idler pulleys, new idler pulley is on. New tensioner pulley is on. Now, the tensioner pulley, that thing right there, That is 3 10mm bolts. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, they're torqued. Torque means, okay, can't get them any tighter. The idler pulley, that's a 13mm bolt on the front. May take a little persuasion to get off. Tighten it back down, torqued at the specs. So, now I gotta put the belt back up. That's always fun because now I gotta make sure it's all lined up on the crank, on the AC unit, everywhere lined up perfectly. See, I gotta make sure it's all back on. All the ribs are back on. See, it's a little off down there. You can see it's a little, the belt is over there and the ribs are, well, the belt is there and the ribs end here. I gotta get lined up. So that's gonna take 2 hands as well. So let me jump in there and do that. Let's get that belt back on. Let's do this. So I put the bracket back on after I painted it up. Put the hose back on. Got the belt all lined up. Fired it up. No more noise. Problem fixed. Now I just got to do the power steering line on it. But that's how you change the tensioner pulley and the idler pulley. With one of these would be a 5.4 liters Tritons. Put your breaker bar or what have you in that square slot down there on the tensioner pulley. Pull that way. Pull the belt off the top of your alternator. Let the rest hang there. Take your center bolt out of your idler pulley, which I think that was a 13. Yeah, 13mm wrench. Took that bolt out of the middle of the pulley. Idler pulley just pulls off. But taking the hose off, just squeeze these two together. Pull them back, let them play right here. And then when you're done, put it back up. That's got 3 10mm bolts, 1, 2, 3, and it pops right off. And then you just reroute your belt back on there. How do you reroute the belt? Diagram. And you fire back up. Oh yeah, reconnect the battery. So the pulleys are changed. Belt is good. That's good for another 200,000 miles. Next is going to be that issue. And hopefully that is the right hose under there. Hopefully this is the right hose. Alright, now here's the part I hate, is the cleanup. So let me pull this out, and then we'll do the cleanup. Alrighty guys, there you go. That's how you can replace an idler pulley. And an idler pulley is easy. If you just have an idler pulley, you can do it in 10 minutes. You know, that's including the time to find your tools for it. And now you know what size it is, okay? Idler pulley and a tensioner pulley. Now, I didn't know which one it was because hearing it came from that area. I didn't use the old pipe trick. You know, stick the pipe up against to see which one it is while it's running. Hear pipe going up against it. I didn't do it. I just said, you know what? I'm going to be down in there. I might as well change them both out. So I ordered them both. Order top quality motor crap parts, not the Chinese knockoff garbage. It's my wife's truck, so yep, I want to make sure it's running good. So went in there, pulled the idler pulley out. Did not seem that bad. I mean, it made some noise, and I don't know how much longer it has, but I'm keeping it for a backup. Who knows? It may have 100,000 miles left on it. I don't know. But it did not sound normal. Spun a little too fast and had a little grind sound in it. So I took that off and then took off the tensioner pulley. And as you can see, the tensioner pulley was missing bearings. The cover was off. Everything. It was just, it wasn't sealed up. And you heard the noise it was making. Put it all back together. Everything running beautiful. That's great. Now all we got to do is that power steering line. We'll work on that another day. But if you like this, go down below there, and do the comment. Make sure you hit the like. And comments and likes, they actually help the algorithm so this videos can get out to more people. So I appreciate it for anybody who can do that. Just put some comments down there, throw a like on there, and subscribe. Let's get some subscribers up in here. Alright, so that's it. That's all there is to it. It's no big deal to do that kind of stuff. The next one I'm not going to be enjoying. That may be golded on lines and everything else. So we'll worry about that when we get to it. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Amateur Hour by Zeus. Until the next time, take care, have fun, be safe. God bless.